Detective Adrian Harper emerged from the shadows of the political storm, his resolve unbroken by the revelations that had shaken the foundations of the government. As the nation grappled with the aftermath of the Silent Patriots conspiracy, Harper found himself once again summoned to the Oval Office by President Walker. "Detective Harper," the president began, "the exposure of the Silent Patriots has left a void in our intelligence community, and there are still elements working against the interests of the nation." Harper, ever the stoic investigator, nodded in acknowledgement. "Mr. President, I'm ready. What's the next mission?"
President Walker leaned forward, his expression grave.
"We've received intelligence about a series of cyber attacks targeting critical infrastructure, power grids, communication networks, and financial institutions. The perpetrators seem to be operating from the shadows, and we suspect a foreign entity is behind these attacks." Harper raised an eyebrow, his interest piqued. "Cyber warfare. I've dealt with my fair share of covert operations, but this adds a new layer of complexity," the president continued. "We need you to trace the origins of these attacks, uncover the motives, and neutralize the threat. The stability of the nation is once again at stake, and we can't afford to let unseen enemies compromise our security." As Harper delved into the investigation, he encountered a web of digital intrigue that spanned across borders. The cyber attacks were not just random acts of chaos. They were meticulously coordinated strikes aimed at destabilizing the nation's infrastructure. The detective navigated the virtual landscape, following the trails of malicious code and encrypted messages, each step leading him closer to the elusive culprits. Through late nights and caffeine-fueled sessions, Harper uncovered a sophisticated network of hackers with ties to a shadowy organization known as Darknet Syndicate. This elusive group operated beyond traditional jurisdictions, exploiting the vulnerabilities of interconnected systems for their own agenda. The detective, realizing that traditional investigative methods wouldn't be enough, called upon his trusted ally, Agent Rachel Thornton, to assist in the cyber realm. Together, they embarked on a digital cat-and-mouse game, tracing the intricate paths of the Darknet Syndicate's operations. As the investigation deepened, Harper discovered that the cyber attacks were not just about chaos. They were a diversion. The real target was a classified government project hidden within the digital vaults of the nation's most secure servers. The stakes escalated as the detective unraveled a plot to compromise the very core of the nation's security. Harper's pursuit led him to a high-stakes showdown in the virtual realm, facing off against a skilled adversary known only as Cypher Shadow. The battle of wits played out in lines of code and encrypted messages, each move a calculated step in a digital chess game with far-reaching consequences. In a dramatic climax, Harper and Thornton exposed the true identity of Cypher Shadow, unmasking a brilliant but disgruntled former government scientist with a vendetta against the system. The detective traced the hacker to a remote location, working in tandem with international intelligence agencies to apprehend the mastermind behind the cyber attack. The mission marked another triumph for Detective Adrian Harper, who stood at the intersection of the real and virtual worlds, defending the nation against threats that transcended physical boundaries. As the digital storm subsided, President Walker acknowledged the detective's unwavering commitment to safeguarding the nation. However, Harper knew that the shadows of power were ever shifting, and new threats would emerge. As he once again faded into the anonymity of the city, he remained vigilant, ready to face the next mission that would call him to navigate the treacherous waters of espionage and intrigue. The detective, undeterred by the complexities of the modern age, stood as a silent guardian against unseen enemies, resolute in his commitment to protect the nation from those who operated in the shadows. More bedtime adventures await you. Join our community today.